Work and Pension Secretary's copies the row over universal credit and the possibility that the uplift could be scrapped as of April. Where are you on that?
We're actively considering with Treasury the variety of options on how to best help people during this pandemic.
Do you support or oppose the scrapping of the £20?
I'm not going to play out policy discussions.
You won't share your view with me. You feel you're precluded from doing that.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Weekday mornings from 7. LBC.
You pay a plumber a deposit to replace your tap. They never show up. So this drip keeps on dripping. Sadly, we can't stop that, but when you pay with a Visa debit or credit card and the company won't refund you, you could still get your money back, which you can use to hire a new plumber to stop that drip from dripping on. Search Visa How You Pay Matters to find out more. Refunds are not guaranteed. Your statutory rights are not affected. Contact your bank to discuss your options.
Hello, Specsavers here. We know sight and hearing problems don't go away during lockdown. So if anything's worrying you, our Ask the Expert service gives you access to helpful advice without leaving your home. Our experts are available online between 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. for your sight and hearing questions. Of course, if you still want to come in and see us, our stores remain open in line with current guidance. Get in touch on our website or our Specsavers Ask the Expert Facebook group. We're open to care for you online and in store.
The Sky Broadband sale is now on. Get super reliable, super fast broadband and anytime calls, all for the super low price of just £25 a month. So everyone can stream shows, get together online and smash that high score. It's now just £25 a month for 18 months plus $19.95 setup. For new and existing customers, hurry to sky.com. Offer ends January 27th. Prices may change during contract. Sky Fibre areas. Speed varies by location. Average download speed 59 megabytes. Speed to hub. More at sky.com.
Need a website for your business? Then you need 123reg. With our new website builder starter tool, fill in a quick form and you can create a site in less time than it takes to brew a cup of tea. And it's just £1 a month. A website for £1. Yeah, like £1.
What don't you get, Gary?
I thought stuff like that was expensive. Terms and conditions apply. Register any business name at .co.uk for just 99p to get your one-page site online. Pricing excludes VAT at 20%. Visit 123-reg.co.uk for more information. £1 sterling.
This is going to be a long shift. As the vaccine program rolls out, it's vital we do everything we can to help stop the spread. That's why at Trusted PPE, they've reduced the price of helping you to stay safe, with 10 bottles of 50ml hand sanitizer, now available for just £8.95. Order before 4pm weekdays for same-day dispatch from trustedppe.co.uk. Free delivery on orders over £50. £4.95 postage applies to all other orders. Rated excellent on Trustpilot.
Thought PPI was all over? Think again. Fast Track Reclaim, a claims management company, can check PPI on every credit card, loan and mortgage you've ever had. And with Fast Track Solicitors legal action, you could still claim it back. It's not over yet. Find out. Text yes to 82727. You don't need a claims company to check PPI and can claim through a solicitor of your choice.
Fast Track Reclaim. Text yes to 82727.
Well, that's the laptop up for the day. Time for a run. Of course, I'll need my gloves, water bottle, heart monitor needs charging. Where's my trainers? Yeah, a bit drizzly out. Yeah, definitely drizzle. Heaven's gonna open up any minute. Maybe tomorrow, eh?
Don't put things off this year. Get 6 months free data and calls. So the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G is now under £19 a month. Get your skates on. Search O2 winter sale.
£18.16 for the first 6 months on a 1 gig custom plan, then £34.16 a month plus RPI. Ends 24th of February. 5G where available. Terms apply.
Leading Britain's conversation. LBC with Sheila Fogarty.
Let's go to Bristol, where at the Magistrates' Court there, 4 people have denied causing criminal damage after a statue of slave trader Edward Colston was pulled down. You'll remember it from last summer. Sam Cook, LBC's reporter in Bristol, has been covering the case. Tell us more, Sam.
Good afternoon, Sheila. Yeah, the memorial to the 17th century slave trader was pulled down during a Black Lives Matter protest on June the 7th last year before being dumped in Bristol Harbour. This is the moment the bronze figure hit the ground. It was later recovered from the water by Bristol City Council. The damage to it was put at over £3,500. Now this morning, the 4 defendants, 3 men and a woman, each pleaded not guilty to the criminal damage charge against each of them and elected for the case to be sent to Bristol Crown Court. They've been granted unconditional bail until that hearing on the 8th of February. A demonstration by supporters of the defendants had been planned outside the Magistrates' Court here earlier, but police issued a warning last night that wouldn't be permitted due to lockdown restrictions. They still made 4 arrests. Organisers instead held an online protest with a series of virtual events that are taking place throughout today. Now, Bristol Mayor Marvin Rees said back in June the fallen statue will most likely end up in a museum.
What's happened to this statue is now part of the city's history, and it's part of that statue's story, just like the riots of 1831 in Bristol were, and the suffragette movements in the city were when people spoke up. And this is in many ways, part of Bristol's culture to be rebellious and so forth. But at no way am I, as a political leader, condoning criminal damage.
Sheila, the plinth itself has had a couple of temporary, unofficial tenants since June. The most recent was Darth Vader, in tribute to the late actor David Prowse, who played the Dark Lord physically in some of the Star Wars films. And Marvin Rees says the future of the plinth and what is installed on it officially will be decided by the people of Bristol, and a history commission has been started to help tell Bristol's full history, starting with Sheila a long time ago.
Okay, thanks very much indeed, Sam. Sam Cook, our reporter in Bristol, has been covering that case. Let me read a couple of the texts you've been sending in about your thoughts on what the government should do about quarantine or closing of borders. David in Kingston called a few moments ago to say it really needs a tough line, a complete closure of our borders apart from essentials. Surely it's simple, says Jack. Quarantine hotels. You're picked up on a coach at the airport and go to the hotel for 14 days. You get food and COVID tests paid for by yourself. After the 14 days, you then have to follow the guidelines of the country. This would put money into the hotels and stop the spread, says Jack. I think depending on the level of travel, Jack, it's not quite so simple. I mean, what you describe is simple, annoying and boring, I'm sure, for people doing it, but simple. It's the numbers of people that would be coming in, depending on whether we put limits on them and whether there would be readily available hotels, or, as we saw almost a year ago to the week actually, coaches taking them hundreds of miles up to the accommodation in Arrow Park Hospital, didn't they? So maybe that's what we'll see again. Alex says, can you please spare a thought for my colleagues in the travel industry, airlines? 2020 was going to be our bumper year and it was taken from us overnight. 2021 was due to be a great restart year for us. It looks like it'll be worse than 2020. I'm not suggesting border closures aren't required, but all we hear about is how hard it is for pubs. Yet many in the travel industry have not worked or been out of work since last March. Hopefully most of the country has a light at the end of the tunnel. We don't have ours yet. Anyway, Alex, remember us, says Alex. Yeah, I mean, we have spoken about the travel industry quite a lot on this programme, and you're right to say it's grim for you. And some leaders of the industry have spoken about 2022, 2023.